Today is Earth Day, and when we think about things like helping the planet and fighting climate change, it may feel like some issues are beyond our control.
Good news, we can take charge of our own habits, thinking about the environmental impact of the choices that we make each and every day. Joining us live this morning is Lauren Iannotti. She's the editor-in-chief for Real Simple magazine. Lauren, good to see you. Happy Earth Day.
And happy Earth Day to you. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Lauren, this is such an important topic, and when we think about money, it can sometimes be a barrier towards living a healthier, more sustainable lifestyle. All the time I hear people say, oh, I can't afford to do that, right? But it doesn't have to be this big, expensive thing to save the planet.
Exactly right. So I think we often think of sustainable as like a markup thing. It's going to cost more if I'm going to try to do this sustainable thing. Absolutely not true. We have tons of ways in Real Simple magazine on realsimple.com for you to find ways to save money while you're helping save the earth. We make choices every day, right? Like every day we make small choices in our lives, whether it's our transportation, whether it's the products that we use. Everybody's doing this, making these choices. So if you make the right choices and everybody else makes the right choices and we find ways to make better choices, it's going to be like a massive change to the world, and we can help the earth.
So you actually have 5 tips, right, to share with us. The first one involves food waste. So can you talk to us a little bit about the environmental impact here and what we can do?
Right. So when we waste food, we're also wasting money, right? And Americans waste, like, I think it was 250 pounds of food per family every year.
Wow.
There's more food waste. Yeah, it's worse than airplane emissions. The emissions in food waste in this country are worse than the emissions from airplanes. It's massive. What can you do? Well, let's stop wasting food. So how do we do that? We start by, before you go grocery shopping, I know everybody thinks they're going to do this and then they're in a hurry and they don't do it. Go look at your fridge before you go grocery shopping. See what's in there. You'll overshop if you don't, right? Then make a list, and make a list of things not to buy, which I do every single time. No more onions. We're good for onions. And then, when you go to the store, you know exactly what you need. When you bring it back, put it in your fridge. Put the new stuff in the back, the older stuff in the front, and that way you'll use the older stuff before it spoils, right? Get rid of anything that has spoiled, God forbid, but I can't waste anything. So also, you cook based on what's in there, rather than cooking based on what you feel like making that night, which is nice, I know, but like if you're thoughtful about it, you can have what you want and what's in there, and then you'll use everything up. And if you go to realsimple.com, we've got recipes for using up everything.
Yeah, once I see that all the vegetables, some of the vegetables might be turning, I'm like, time for a stir fry. All right, so, you also said that we should be recycling smarter and not harder. So what do you mean by that? Okay,
so I know we all recycle. I really hope all of our viewers here are recycling, right? But here's the thing. You're probably doing it wrong. Do you ever go to the recycling bin and say, like, oh, I think this is recycled. I think I can recycle this, and just put it in there, right? So here's what I want you to do. Everybody's Earth Day resolution. Ready? Go and find out the recycling rules in your community, okay? Go online. It's probably online. Go to your town hall if that's where it is. Find out what the exact rules are. Then I'm giving you permission to print them and post them on the refrigerator. I know that that's a little bit of paper, and I'm here to be earth friendly. I've even got my green shirt on. But print it up, put it out, because everybody else needs to know in your family too. You shouldn't have to be the enforcer, right? And then, in New York we have like commingles, right? We've got paper, plastic, metal. We've got the cartons can go over there. So you know where the things are going to go. But here's what you might not know: clean them. You cannot put dirty things in recycling. The cardboard box from your pizza probably can't go in there if it's got oil on it. Take the top off. The top is probably clean. Put that in the recycling. Put the rest in the garbage. Yeah.
Oh, that's really
oil
interesting.
dunks up the works.
See, I didn't even know that. I always put the pizza box
in the cardboard stuff. Yeah.
Well, recycling obviously is very important, but what about reducing our waste?
Right. So single-use plastics are a scourge on the earth. I think we've all heard this by now. And just simply reducing your use of them so we're talking about saving money here, right? So you're going to save money if you buy, for example, a reusable water bottle. You're not going to have to buy any more water. We have great tap water in New York, right? Just use the tap water, okay? We use it in our pizza and it's delicious. Use the tap water. Buy the reusable bottle, reusable bags for the grocery store. You get those things and it saves you money over time because you don't have to keep paying the fines for the grocery bags, for example. You want to reduce that plastic. In Real Simple, we love reusable beauty products where you can just like get one shampoo bottle and then you get the refills, and the refills are using much less plastic, and you save money over time because that hard plastic expense. It costs more overhead.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to name out the brand, but I just do with cleaning supplies. It's just a tablet. Drop it in, keep the same bottle over and over again. And it's actually cost effective, and you're saving
Yep.
the planet. So it also seems, though, that thrifting and buying things secondhand has exploded over the last few years. Some people are like, I don't know if I can go that far, but how big of an impact does it have in helping the environment?
Oh, don't resist the thrift, man.
I know. I love a thrift.
Man, I love it. I took my kids. It was like an adventure. I mean, it has a huge impact because it has two parts, right? It has you, when you need something, rather than buying something manufactured, newly manufactured, which uses all kinds of emissions, uses all kinds of raw materials, probably water, and then the transport of it. You're going locally and you're finding something that's pre-loved. We like to say pre-loved.
Yes.
And it's wonderful, and you can find treasures, right? But also the other half of it is if you get into that habit of donating yourself, right? So instead of throwing things away, you're rehoming things, whether it's with a charity, Bundles of Love will take your kids, gently worn kids stuff. Vietnam Veterans of America will take pretty much anything. You donate the stuff, or you can go to Salvation Army, or you can go to Goodwill. You donate the stuff, and then it can be loved again, right? Or you can. Here's another thing. Not only does that you don't lose any money on that, you can actually make money because you can sell your stuff. You can go to
Exactly.
eBay. You can go to Facebook Marketplace. So you actually end up like in the black, netting out a little bit of cash from it. So I think thrifting is amazing. It's fun. It's a treasure hunt. It's an adventure. So
Yeah.
everybody should do it.
Yeah, well, this is really, really great advice, especially on this Earth Day. I'm going to go with my kids today, go back into their bedroom and get some of their old clothes they don't wear, and that'll be our
Move it
little
along.
Yeah.
Move it along. That's
pre-loved,
right.
pre-loved for sure.
Yep.
Thank you so much for your
Absolutely.
time today. We really appreciate it. Happy Earth Day.
Thank you for having me. Happy Earth Day, everybody.
Yep. And you can find more money-saving ways to help the planet online at realsimple.com. The latest issue of Real Simple is at newsstands right now. Laura and I.